Well, we're here at Kabul International Airport where
My first visit in 2002, reporting for the American Forces Network from the newly liberated capital city of Kabul, Afghanistan.
Top jump master.
Started in U.S. Army Major Patrick Flanagan's military Humvee as we departed Bagram Airfield. The 2-hour ride in a small convoy on a 60-kilometer stretch of highway cut through the remote countryside and brought Flanagan and his unit into contact with foreign troops, Northern Alliance fighters, and wary Afghan citizens.
I remember the first couple rides into Kabul, they say, "Oh, you're with the killers." And I'm like, "The killers?" They says, "No, we're here to protect the city. You're here to kill the Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, the bad people."
That perception didn't meet the reality of this day's mission.
When the United States Army Psychological Operations teams go into stores like this one in Kabul, they've got several things in mind.
Our journey led us to Kabul's famed Chicken Street, where Flanagan's objective
2,
was to shop.
3.
We're buying some school supplies, purchasing them to take them back up to our area in order for us to give them to the locals. And what we're going to do is give them to the local leaders in order to have them promote that, again, they're in charge of their schools and they want to take care of the pupils as well as the teachers that are working hard to support the education effort for Afghanistan.
4, 8.
Delivering school supplies, along with leaflets and other material labeled with slogans and messages, was part of Flanagan's U.S. Army Psychological Operations, or PSYOP mission.
It's the military's form of influence, and it'd be like if you hired a marketing campaign to sell Coca-Cola.
Flanagan says the intent of PSYOP wasn't to mislead or indoctrinate, but to educate and protect.
It's not so much taking information, trying to use it for or against the population, but an appreciation, understanding of what they're going through so we can use the themes and symbols and messages to better assist themselves as well as the coalition forces.
Don't step on IEDs or report if there's an unexploded ordnance. So some of them was just to inform them because it could hurt them, and others is like, you know that the coalition, you shouldn't throw rocks at their trucks, or the coalition are friendly. So a whole series of messages designed to help them understand why we're here so they wouldn't have someone else to answer that question for them that really didn't like us.
Today, remnants of Flanagan's PSYOP mission are stored in his rural Virginia basement.
This is many hands.
Memories of Afghanistan, where he lived and worked for a total of 2 years over multiple deployments, supporting a mission he sees today as incomplete.
And I think at times, because of some of our actions, we've hardened the people that don't like us. So I think it was polarizing, not to our effect for psychological operations, but I think it extenuated. People that were just living in the farms, working, they're like, okay, yeah, we like this, we're getting a little help. But then they were agitated by the Taliban, who say, we don't want you to help them. So they would think of new ways to cause havoc and chaos and pain.
Flanagan retired from the Army in 2011 and has spent time since working for a U.S. military contractor. Through his brother, former Illinois Congressman Michael Flanagan, now a Washington, D.C. consultant, he had opportunities to share his views on his time in Afghanistan with other legislators and policymakers.
I think we should have left a while ago. I think we overextended our stay.
Flanagan feels the U.S. achieved its goal of breaking up Osama bin Laden's terrorist operations in the country, but lost the effort to nation-build in Afghanistan.
Hindsight's 20/20, but yes, I think we should have said, okay, he's done now. Where's Al-Qaeda? And let's have some sort of ramp off of the military can exit.
Now that the military is exiting, Flanagan wants a parade or celebration marking the return of U.S. forces back home.
Just to say thank you very much, and then when that's over, it kind of finalizes it and it's done. You can look back and say, okay, that's finished.
But Flanagan hopes to serve the public again. He is seeking opportunities to run for political office, where he hopes to use the experience he gained in Afghanistan while in uniform to shape future U.S. foreign policy.
Chuck.
Kane Fairbaugh, VOA News, Front Royal, Virginia.